Okay, this is our next video. Surprise, surprise, part 2. 3 bad breakers in one location at the same time. I get surprises like this all the time, hence this new playlist I'm starting. Got there, lady has no power downstairs. Okay, thinking it might be a breaker. She says the breaker trips all the time when she uses the microwave. Okay, yeah. Go check, none of the breakers are tripped. So, oh boy. Take the face off the panel, sub panel inside the unit. Find one leg is dead. Okay. Go outside to the main service panel. She has a double 40 amp breaker outside and a 100 amp service inside. I was asked by a certified electrician once why that doesn't match. And basically, it works by percentages. You never use 100 amps of a 100 amp service at the same time to safeguard. So in case you do get too much, let me change this a little bit. See if I could do that. Okay, that might help. That was a little too bright. So that's the reason why the breakers is only 80 amps outside and 100 amp service inside. Okay, you see that in locations. After I see one leg's not working on the breaker, I start thinking, okay, shut the power off, fix see what's going on. Tighten the two nuts for the wires on that breaker, turn the breaker back on, power goes on. But ironically, when I tested with the meter, I had the meter on the nut, not on the wire, and it still tested, so I don't know. Anyway, power goes back on the unit. Go back inside, see one of the insulation on one of the wires is a little brown, not in the best condition, so I wrap it a little bit. I know that one's safe. I couldn't feel the wire, nothing like that. Get to another breaker and the hot side is fused inside the breaker. I couldn't even turn the screw to get it out. And basically that happens because arcing the screw is just loose enough that the wire is arcing with the breaker itself. I'll show you an illustration of that so you see exactly what's going on. You see the illustration of the installation I wrapped a little bit. You're also going to see me wire a non-arc fault breaker to a regular breaker. Alright, and it's because I didn't have arc fault, so I have to go back and put one in there. Got all that done. Took me a little while. She got all her power back. Then I see that some of the breakers are warm. So I call a master electrician, one of the guys that works with him, and I tell him I'm not sure about this. He said, you got stuff loose in the box. Tighten everything. Tighten everything. I probably have to go back tomorrow and make sure things are not heated up at all. There's nothing wrong with the bus inside the box where all the breakers go to. But everything looked clean. I didn't see anything wrong. I didn't see any insects in there at all, or debris from insects. So everything looked clean. So I think, pretty sure he's right. He's got a boatload experience. I'm not even in the man's league. Okay, so I'm pretty sure he's right. I think that's it. Not trying to make the video too long. I hope you guys enjoy it. Any questions, just ask. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, I got to put on another breaker here. You can see the white wire with the blue tape. It got heated a little bit, and I just make it safer. The wire was fine, just the housing was a little bit beige, dark beige. So okay, and I got to hook it up. Got another 20 amp I'm going to hook up in a minute. This looks like the culprit. The wire was probably not tight, or the screw, so it would arc, and this is an arc fault breaker. It should have tripped. So these things are not 100%. You always see little issues now and then with them. Okay, and then the outside breaker, the main service panel, I had one dead leg. Give me a second. Okay, I had one dead leg. You see the red one on that side? There's a black one there. They're called legs. That's where my main power comes in. Half of this board from this side here to there is the red side. The other half is the black side. There's a double 40 amp breaker outside. And I tested a dead leg on the breaker. My first inclination was to change the breaker. And I said, you know what, wait a second. So I tightened the screw. Sure enough, that's all it was. The screw wasn't tight. On the outside breaker in the main service panel. Coming here, all the lights are on. Except one breaker I had a problem with. I show you on the table. So I'll be done with this in a few minutes. Okay. Didn't have an arc fault breaker in the shop, so I had to put a regular one for now. And the neutral, I pigtailed it to the neutral bar. You can see it's copper. All the wires in this box are pretty much aluminum, except some of them pigtails like that, or the ones that come off the arc fault breaker. So I have to use a special wire nut. They are not cheap, but that's the code. Okay, I think that's enough for today. Had to tighten the wire on the outside, double 40 amp breaker, to get that red leg working because it was down. I had the burnt wires in the breaker, I showed you that. And I had one wire that was a little warm, I had to fix it. I guess the last thing I do before I go, since the light's been on, I'll just touch the breakers, make sure nothing's warm. And they're warm, I don't like it. I'm gonna have to call an electrician. I might have a problem with the bus or something else. Yep, I'm gonna call him now and see what he says. I'm gonna say they're good. 80 degrees, I gotta get my gun out and test them. Well, maybe not too bad, but I'm gonna call him anyway. See what he says after I find out the degrees. See you guys in the next one. Okay, was reading 100 and at least 6 or 7 to 120, maybe 121. Only on the breakers on top here. The main 3 in the middle are hot, and basically called the master electrician and he just basically told me, you got loose connections, kid, tighten everything up. That should be it for today, after I tighten everything up. See you guys in the next one.